Welcome back to Good Things Utah. Mamas need their fuel, so make your meal healthy and full of flavor. Lisa Corrigan from Delish on a Dime is back in the kitchen to share her recipe for roasted salmon and veggie. Everything is in a bowl, which we were just saying. That's what I like. That's how I like to eat.
Yeah, me too. I feel like most of my meals, like lunches and dinners, are just I'm throwing stuff in a bowl. So.
Where did you get the bowl, by the way? Because you know I have the cereal ones, and I want to fit everything in. I love the size.
Yeah.
Of the
you know
bowls.
what? I got it's your guys's. I got it from this kitchen.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to ask Good Things Utah where they get their bowls because I need those. So we're talking about, it's our baby show, and so we're talking about mamas out there. But really, if you didn't just have a baby, if you're not postpartum, this is good for all women out
all
there.
women, yeah. During different menstrual phases, it helps balance your hormones, just gives you all the good stuff you need.
Okay, what did you put in here?
Okay, so I guess we'll start from the bottom to the top. So I start with putting spinach in here, and what I do is I saute this in a pan with olive oil and a little bit of lemon, maybe some salt. So, and spinach is so good for you because it's got folate, it's got iron, it's got vitamin K, just so many things that your body needs.
Okay, Lisa, I was thinking you did a quinoa or something on the bottom, or a brown rice on the bottom, but you are using spinach this time. I like that idea.
If you want to do quinoa or brown rice too, that is also good for you. So,
but what a great veggie to sneak in there as your base.
Yeah.
And the lemon on it, and it doesn't take long to wilt in that frying pan.
No, it's easy, super fast.
Okay.
Okay, the next thing is I will roast the sweet potatoes and the broccoli and the salmon all in the same sheet pan. And this works if your salmon is frozen. Usually I use frozen salmon because it takes the same amount of time as the vegetables. So I'll preheat my oven to like 400 or 425. Put it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes, and it all comes out perfect.
Okay, look how easy this is too. You even left the skin on the sweet potatoes.
Oh, I leave the skin on. That's my personal preference because A, there's more nutrients in the skin, and B, I think I just like the hardiness that it makes it feel like, personally. So that's my preference. So I'll go ahead and just add in the salmon into our bowl. We'll put in our roasted veggies. And then also the mushrooms cook pretty fast. So when I'm roasting my sweet potatoes and broccoli and salmon, when it's got about like 5 to 10 minutes left, I'll toss the mushrooms in there too.
Lisa, what a great tip. Yeah, don't put those in the entire time.
Yeah.
Just the last few minutes.
Yeah.
And it's whatever you like. If you don't like mushrooms, but maybe you like a different veggie, throw that one in.
Yeah, throw that one in too.
I was thinking zucchini. Like zucchini, one of my favorites too, to roast.
Yeah, that's so good too. One of the reasons why I'm using mushrooms specifically is because it's a really good source of vitamin D, as so is salmon, and vitamin D is so important in kind of like alleviating symptoms of depression, which is, you know, postpartum thing, hormone thing.
Well, all of us too.
All of us.
And this is so great.
With the weather too, yeah. Okay, so we've got our veggies in there. We're also gonna add some pumpkin seeds, which is a really, really good source of
why
magnesium.
The pumpkin seeds?
Okay, we've got magnesium, which is so important for so many body functions, also depression, also just helping our body heal.
I think the crunch is fun too.
I think
to add a little crunch when you have like all the veggies in there with it too.
Yeah, and they're salted, so it adds a little extra salt.
Okay, what next?
Okay, so next we're gonna add some avocado, which is also a really great source of like potassium, also selenium, which is another really important thing for postpartum women, menstruating, all people, really.
What if someone says to you, I'd like to eat like this, but I can't afford it or I don't have time?
Okay, so as far as not being able to afford it, this is what I always say, is I think when people think eating healthy, they think you have to go to like Whole Foods and get the fancy pre-made whatever. But really, a sweet potato is like, I don't know, 50 cents, like less than $1. Like,
and the broccoli.
And the broccoli, it's like all less than $1 each. And then I'll just roast a ton of it and then store it in the fridge and just eat it throughout the week. So you just like spend some time up front and then spend less time as the week goes on.
You eat healthy if healthy is handy.
Yes.
It has to be there. If the chips are there instead of the healthy, then that's what you go for.
Totally. So you just prep all your ingredients and then when you're ready to go, toss it in your bowl. And then if you want to add a dressing, I think this is pretty tasty as is. I forgot to mention when I'm roasting the vegetables, I'll also put either minced garlic or garlic powder, salt and pepper on there too to make the veggies yummy.
Good tip.
Yeah, so I think this is pretty delicious as is, just with those seasonings. But if you want to add a dressing, I get pre-made dressing because I'm lazy. I don't know. I like this one.
And I like this one too. It's the Bolt House Farms, that avocado green goddess. I like green goddess on everything.
Yeah, and I love that this is pretty low calorie as well with like some decent ingredients. So
okay, should we drizzle a little bit of that?
Let's drizzle
and
a
you
little
also
bit.
have the lemons. Are we squeezing the lemon on the salmon?
We can squeeze. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to mention how I even make the salmon. So I mentioned the vegetables. The salmon, what I do is I'll squeeze lemon juice, like fresh lemon juice, and then some lemon pepper on it. That's how I like to season my salmon. I think it turns out really well.
I do too. Perfect seasoning. And you and I both like a little bit of salt and pepper.
Yes. salt,
we get
pepper.
those from Trader Joe's.
Oh,
That's where
yeah.
I like to shop
I
too.
love the grinder ones.
I do. Look, done. I mean,
done.
healthy, good for you,
Yeah.
and you
So
can
nourishing.
pre-make this, and this is such a great grab and go for lunch. abc4.com/GTU. Delish Dime, everyone, to follow you for more information and more tips and just all the fun tricks that you put out there all the time. You're always shopping and making incredible recipes. Thank you so much for
Thank you
being
for having
on the
me.